Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. I'm here today to share with you another design team project for KraftSupplies4u for the month of March. So what I decided to do this time was take some of these, it's hard to get this in frame, but I had some of these takeout containers and I wanted to alter some of them, so that's what I did. And these measure 8.6 inches by 5.5 inches by 1.8 inches, so they're a pretty good size. So I did a couple of them. So this is the first one that I did, and obviously it's still empty on the inside. I want to put some goodies in these and send them to some friends. But obviously, you know, this is plastic and it's very thin, so it would melt very easily if you try to put anything on it that was hot, like hot glue. So what I decided to do for these to keep them from melting or anything is I decided to make belly bands for them. So these can easily slide on and off. So you would just slide it off and then you could open it up and get the goodies inside. But since I was just trying to show you guys like my designs, I didn't want to put anything in there yet. So the first thing I did was I added a piece of paper, and I cut the paper. It's 12 by 3, I believe, and the 12 inches, I just cut a 12 by 12 paper. Well, it was actually scrap paper, but it wasn't enough to fit all the way around, so I did have to cut another piece about probably like 2 to 3 inches to make it fit all the way around, because I didn't want it too snug, because I wanted it to be able to slide on and off very easily. So I brought the ends together, glued them together, and then on top of that, I'll show you the back side. There's this trim. It's kind of hard to see. It looks like this, and so I had put that all the way around, and then on top of that I put this white trim, and then I used this little scalloped trim here on the sides, and I did that all the way around. And then on the top here, I took a doily. And if you guys like to work with doilies, make sure you check out the shop, because there's tons of doilies, all different kinds in there. So I took a doily and I put it down, and I knew I wanted this one to have some browns and blacks in it. So I just went through, and every flower that's on here is from the shop. So I just took some different ones and made a little cluster. Then I took this trim right here, and this comes just in a whole row of these little flowers, and so I just cut them apart, and I put 2 here, 2 here, and then I added some of the new pearl trim. I cut it apart. I'm trying to get this little piece up right here, and I just cut strips off of it, and then just cut one to make a little center for these flowers. And I think it just gives a nice little touch. So that's the first one that I did. And then the next one I did, of course I have to do a pink one, because you guys know I love my pink. So this is the next one that I did, and I basically did the exact same thing. I used that trim again, those 3 trims again, and then on the center of this one I added this pink trim. So I did that all the way around, and for the most part everything is about the same. I took this flower, these are all from the shop as well. I started with this really big white flower, and then added some paper flowers and these other little like organza flowers with the pearls in the middle. Added those around. I took some of this trim right here. Now these are just scrap pieces I had left over, and I tell you guys all the time, always save your scraps, because you never know when you'll be able to use them. So I actually had 4 little pieces I could have cut, so I put 2 on the side and then 2 on the side, and they're just sticking out. And then again on this one I added the little flowers, 2 on each side, and then added the pearls again into the center. And again, this will just slide on and off. This one might be a little bit more smart, but so yeah, that'll just slide off, and then you can get to the goodies that will be inside when I get that far. So I made these 2, and then I also did this one. So obviously this is more black and white, and for this one I just added, again with the paper, some scrap paper, made it around, all the way around, and then I added this black trim and then this pleated trim that are both from the shop. And then for the front here, I took some of this trim, cut little pieces off. I put 3 on this side, 3 on this side, and then there's this little tiny trim right here. I had, I think these were scraps, so I had cut 2 to put here and then 2 here, just to give it another layer, some more dimension. And then this same black trim right here, I kind of just looped it and made a little bow, and then added some of this like lattice looking trim again to make another layer for the bow. Added this butterfly from the shop, and then I just added this little pearl piece that was from my stash. Kind of fit there pretty good. And again, it's just a belly band. It will slide on and off, so it's easy to get in there and get the goodies, and it also keeps it nice and secure. So I've been wanting to do some of these altered takeout boxes for a while, and so I finally was able to do some. So I will be filling these up with goodies and sending them on to some friends, so hopefully they like them too. Let me know what you guys think, and as always, I will have the link to the shop in the description box below, so make sure you guys check it out. If you guys watched my DT package, you'll see there was all kinds of new stuff that I showed you, and there's even more stuff than that, so make sure you guys go check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.